Okay, I am on my way to my first Tom Ferry marketing event. It's The Edge, and this one's all the way in Sacramento. I was invited by a colleague of mine, and let's go. We are going from the East Bay area all the way to Sacramento, so let's go. Okay, I am all done here, and I wanted to do a little walk and talk while it is super fresh on my mind. I was not expecting that at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had kind of low expectations of what I was going to see in person, only because, so this is my first time doing a Tom Ferry event in person, but I've done several of his courses where you purchase, you can watch whenever you want. And then I've watched the other ones where it's online, especially when it came to COVID times. And I was impressed. I was really impressed. I learned a lot. So when I first came here, I was a little bit skeptical because we have to go all the way to Sacramento. I don't live in Sacramento. I live in the East Bay area. And so I was like, okay, I gotta make the trip here. And unfortunately, if we were in the city, it would have been a little bit easier transportation wise, but so it was packed. But then as I'm inside, I've realized why they decided to do it was that way other agents from different regions could come together and network. So I was able to meet agents who were from kind of like Central Valley, and I met agents who were from the North Bay. And then that way we were able to exchange information and network. So that way, like, let's say it was in San Francisco, then I would just be meeting other Bay Area agents, but I was able to network with people outside of my region, which is great. So I was also really blown away with how personable it was, because when I walked in, there was a stage, and I was like, okay, let me make sure I get a good sitting area so I could see him. But no, he was walking up and down and talking to everyone and even pointing people out in the crowd and having so much engagement that way. And in between breaks, he would take time to talk to people. Hey, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
It's my first time seeing you in person. I've done everything online.
Right on.
And I love how personal you are.
Thank you.
I didn't expect that you were walking out and talking.
I'm a real dude.
Yeah,
This is how I am all the
love
time.
it. I love it.
But hey, we are in the people business, we're in the relationship business.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, like, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yes.
So I attract people like us.
Yeah.
And I repel people that are like, that guy's too weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So same thing for you and I.
Yeah,
Love
thank you.
And I love that you're doing this. Good job.
Let's do a quick. It was great. He was great. And the information, I feel like the time went by so fast, even though it was a full day of work. And a lot of agents actually kind of tapped out pretty early, but I stayed for the full thing. And I want to say thank you so much Cross Country Mortgage, who were able to sponsor me to be able to go. And I got some sweet swag. And to Philip, who invited me. I'll give his contact information down below if you need a California lender with Cross Country Mortgage. He's a great resource. But yeah, so I knew we were going to be talking about marketing, and I knew that we were going to be discussing AI. AI has been such a huge topic in every work field. And I was just like, well, I know AI. Like, I'm very familiar with AI. Like, I use it often. But he taught us different techniques and tricks on how to use AI to leverage. So not minuscule things of like, oh, have it write your caption. No, he had given us ideas on how to use it to work for our SEO for business, and even not just telling you like, hey, use it for your SEO. He gave us tools that were searchable and achievable and free. It wasn't an extra resource that we had to pay for. So I'm going to be using that and implementing it a ton. And he gave us, it's been a few years since I've seen a Tom Ferry video, because the last one that I participated in was in 2020 or 2021 during the pandemic, where we did as part of the summit, and it was online. So it's not the same effect, great information, not the same effect as being in person. So I highly recommend to join in person. So not just to have the energy of the room, but also to meet people, network, and see that you're not the only one who is struggling with the business, or not just the business in general, but what topic you might be struggling in and how to navigate it. And there's other people to, collaborate with and talk about it in person. So if you are thinking about going, just come prepared. The room, right now, okay, it's January, so it's cold, right? But the room was also cold. So just be prepared to dress in layers. And I wore jeans, t-shirt, blazer, and shoes. But some real estate baddies, they're wearing their heels. More power to them. I couldn't do it, but just a heads up, you might be cold and uncomfortable. Dress, I would say business casual, or whatever is comfiest for you to take in the information. And also, I brought this huge hunkin' tote bag. Highly, highly don't recommend. Do not recommend. It's heavy. I should have went with my commuter bag pack, what I usually do. But now I know next time. So, and I want to say shout out for the swag. Swag was amazing. I got, I actually brought my own little notepad, but they had us locked in for that. You get your own little notepad, and Cross Country Mortgage was able to give us a power bank, which was so clever. I'll be using it a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is clearly my face getting back into my car. It's been a long day. Long, short day? Anyway, I'm gonna take off my tag, but pretty much I would say it is worth it. So if you are an agent who is kind of in a rut, if you are a new agent, or even if you are a very seasoned and experienced agent, I highly suggest that you go and check it out, because it's so important to continuously learn all the time. So not even just learn your contracts, but just learn all about marketing. It's going to be super beneficial to you in your career. And this was incredibly beneficial to me. I feel like I had learned a lot. Whenever I think what is trending in the marketing for real estate, I'm like, it changes within the next year. So one big takeaway that I have learned was that blogging is back. So videos are always very beneficial, but blogging is back. And the reason that is the topic of AI is because the artificial intelligence programs are constantly reading through the internet and taking information. And so if you're blogging, it will pick that up and help promote your business. And a lot of this information for Tom Ferry, I get that he is very predominantly for real estate agents, but I feel like sitting in there, if I owned another business, you can apply that information. You can apply that information to your business. So you don't have to just be a real estate agent. You can have other businesses and apply what he had taught us in that, his edge. And it was incredible. Like, if time and budget allows, I will definitely be returning. And the only way that I kind of got a sponsorship was I received a free ticket through Cross Country Mortgage with Philip, because he is an associate that I use a lot. And we're kind of like a team. So the tickets weren't that bad. I looked online, and I think for, it got up to like $250, but I think when it's first introduced, the ticket's about $180. And you have to remember that, you can write this off for your business expense. I did have to pay for parking. That ended up being like $30, which is insanity. But I feel like maybe that's the new, I don't know. I wanted to take you guys along and kind of vlog about it, because I wanted to look and prepare. Do you watch videos when you're about to go somewhere so you feel like you could be better prepared? I went to do that and I couldn't find any videos on here on YouTube. So I hope you found this helpful. I am not a Tom Ferry, I don't sign up for the coaching, but if the budget allows, I probably will sign up. Not now, but in the future. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I don't mind answering any questions in the comments. And thanks for my little vlog journey.